Hey guys, welcome back to Maxcast Dawn of War Unification. Today I have a 1 versus 1 for you on the only map Unification or Dawn of War has to offer, Meeting of Minds. On the left side, playing Orks, we have Yasuo 55. And on the other side, playing Necrons, it is Keuken. I will not say or tell you what this thing before the Keuken means. Keuken means kitchen in Dutch. You can translate it for yourself and know and see what it says. Okay, so Keuken is going for full on scarabs and 5 generators, which is more or less standard. 2 Necron warriors into probably the Necron Lord, which is this is the most standard opener you can get for Necrons really. No early turret because it would be too early now. A turret placement on this map is normally about here because it can defend this point and your generators, and this area here is very narrow to be defended by this strategic point and some warriors as well. Orcs probably going for the most standard way to open, or maybe a melee opener. Yeah, it's a melee opener, so Yasuo knows how to go against Necrons. This is the way to open against Necrons, is 3 Slugger Boys into the Big Mac. Melee is the way to go against Necrons early on. Now that they have these Gauss Reaper flares, whatever, these shotguns, it's not as easy as it was before. But yeah, maybe this gets adjusted in a bit in future versions. Who knows? I know that it gets adjusted a bit. Sorry. Okay, this replay was sent to me by Yasuo quite a while ago, saying it was a nice game. But I didn't got around to cast it yet, so Yasuo, if you're watching it, I have not forgotten, I didn't got around until now. So you see an offensive jump with the Big Mac here. Sometimes it can be a little dangerous to do it jump early because you want to have it for escape, as an escape route, but if you use it early you can have it on the cooldown recharging. Now the Big Mac and some sluggers trying to shoot down these builder scarabs. Sluggers are surprisingly effective in ranged combat as well, but the Big Mac is dealing the big damage here, as the name suggests. Big Mac, big damage. We have 1 warrior out, 2nd warrior is about to hit the field. Yeah, and then it's the question, how fast can the Necron Lord be on the field? We have now these Slugger Boys trying to tie down these Necron warriors, and the Big Mac fighting away at this generator. You see the Necron Lords have quite a good, disruption in the melee, but the Slugger Boys can hold their own a bit, at least. Only one Slugger Boy with Big Mac, probably not enough here to force the issue. At least he's keeping the Necron busy, I guess. So he needs to defend his generators and needs to probably get up a upgraded listening post here. I think it's the Necron Lord getting, the Necron Lord is getting out, and as soon as the Necron Lord sitting the field, you want to leave this base for now and come back later. This one is getting, no, okay, it dies. I thought it was getting up, although it was like thrown away. It would not be surprising, to be honest. The repair cost of these generators is not cheap, so even just damaging these generators is normally a good thing. So now we have to jump again, and these Slugger Boys trying to kill these Builder Scarabs. This Monolith is getting attacked. What do we have? We have, oh, this is already 3 banners, so very tech heavy for the Orcs. No pile of guns yet. Now it's gone, coming up a little, unconventional. Normally you get the pile of guns after your first, latest the 2nd banner to get the armor upgrade and some Storm Boys, because Storm Boys are very good against dealing with the Necrons here. But it seems like he wants to skip this and more or less go instantly to tier 2, getting some knobs or something. For the Necrons we have now 2 Necron warriors fighting off, more generators coming in. A 3rd squad of Necron warriors is always a good idea. How is the economy looking? 116 to 10 against 80. 80 is very good for Necrons. 116 is because he's decapping also the enemy points and probably has more or less all relics. We do not have the control area victory enabled, so we would have the ticking down already. I consider it you need to have it all, more or less. Getting now Storm Boys a little late, as I said. Getting the armor, getting the more choppy upgrade. It's both very important. More choppy gives the Nob leaders a power claw, which is very effective against light buildings. Most importantly, in light buildings are the monoliths, are the generators. Monoliths, the obelisks, not the monoliths. Getting a turret here, turret also light armor class. So the idea would then to go on this side, I guess, because on this side you have a turret, you have the listening post. But yeah, the Big Mac jumping in again with these Nob squad, Nob leader Slugger Boy. Sorry, I'm not finding my words. Will they be able to kill this plasma generator? It looks like it, if given enough time. The repair, as I say, is really expensive, and down it goes. The Big Mac has traded quite a lot of HP for it, so he needs to probably go away. Now we have the heavy boy armor research and getting some stormtroopers. Also, stormtroopers, Jesus, storm boys. We are orcs here. Storm boys also here in a second. Maybe this attack was a little too early in the sense that the storm boys wasn't out yet, and the more choppy upgrade also. So the timing of the attack was a little premature. I want to say the Storm Boys now hitting the field, whereas the Big Mac and everything is leaving already. So you normally want to have it all together. So maybe he needed to wait a bit. The Storm Boys now trying to kill this turret here, but good reaction on Keuken immediately starting the repair. If he would have waited a little longer, this turret would go down very fast. One Storm Boy is refusing to use gravity, but he believes that he can stand in the air when he dies, so he does so, I guess. Yeah, so it's full on defense for the Necrons, but yeah, it seems like he holds. How is the tech going? He gets more Necron warriors, getting probably some artifacts here. Is he getting this? Yeah, he got the phase shift. Phase shift also works on buildings, so he is now phasing this generator and repairing it with the phase shift as well, so you cannot deal damage as long as the Necron Lord is just standing here. But I saw a bigger generator going up, so there is a potential for vehicles or aircraft. We now have a Nob squad, and we get another war banner to go tier. He's tier 3 already, at tier 2. Not sure why he would go another banner, but okay, he is busy in the Necron base finding a way. There's even some Slugger Boys. The Big Mac is no longer, I think he just died here or was killed earlier, I'm not sure. These Slugger Boys are not long for this world. He's now trying to kill this obelisk here. Upgraded obelisk is a good target. It costs you quite a lot of power to rebuild, but there's a second obelisk here, there's a tower here, so this is a very dangerous escape route. Trying to kill this turret again. We see now the power claw being enabled by the Nob leaders here, so the power claw is very good against buildings. You need to kill these filter scarabs first and then killing the turret. Some Slugger Boys here in between a rock and a hard place here. More Necron warriors coming in. We have now the first Necron warrior upgrade, which makes them absolutely dangerous in fighting everything that is not a vehicle. Now we have some. This is complete Nob squad here. The Nob squad killing this point here. Need to decap it and then move in the base maybe. So the Necron warriors are putting on the miles here, going from left to right, from right to left. This is how this matchup normally goes, but as I said, a little more coordinated attack earlier on would have dealt more damage against those guys. We have now Slugger Boys fighting off Necron warriors. I think the Necron warriors will lose this fight, especially with the Nob leader being present here with his power claw. We will see. How is the tech going? Do we have some vehicles or an air tower? He has quite a lot of green money, so he wants to have maybe Dakar jets or something. More Dakar research is done. If you can muster up or field some vehicles like what is it called? War Track, for example. War Track would be really good. Or anything basically, or any aircraft would also help him quite a lot. He now got the requisition research, which is always good for orcs. They need quite a lot of requisition. As you see here, they're bleeding a lot of models. This is the orc way. He finally kills this turret here, getting decapping this point as well, so Necron are in more or less chucked in his base, but he has now tier 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 squads of Necron Warriors. So wow, this is Necron Warrior mass, if I have ever seen it. Probably going for the second Necron Warrior upgrade, I guess. Getting his scarabs up, getting more turrets up in tier 2. The turrets get so much scarier with the upgrade they can get. More research is done, but I'm still waiting for either the mech shop or an air tower, to be honest. One of the two would be good. Rebuilding the Big Mac, getting the custom gadgets, also something he forgot earlier to get, will be very vital. Now the Necron Lord getting shot by a whole bunch of angry orcs. Also in melee now, he needs to use the phase shift or teleport out. There's the phase shift, there's the Necron Warriors in the back. So it's very fearsome to fight against Necrons with all the tools they have to annoy you. But yeah, he's doing a good job of attacking on all sides at the same time. But there is now a turret up here. There are Necron Warriors all over the place. But he has the bigger generator all going in his favor, but he needs to use the green money. He needs to get something, really. He has quite a lot of tech, he has quite a lot of pop here, but you have so much power, you want to use it. What is he getting? Custom gadgets, as I said, reinforcing his squads left and right. Do we have now 2 Nob squads? Slugger Boy and Storm Boys and Nob squad here. As I said, you want to have some vehicles, maybe. What is he going now? Another Nob squad. A Nob squad is nothing wrong with the second Nob squad here. But yeah, either go tier 3, I guess, or get a mech shop. He has quite a lot of resources. How is it going for Necrons? Necrons is getting a Necron Warrior and more scarabs, getting tier 2.5, which is then the point they will move on the map and probably retake it. I mean, now you cannot force a fight anymore. The Necrons will now move out and counterattack. We have also some dead Necron Warriors. I missed a counterattack here from Necron Warriors, but they weren't able to take down this post here. Attacking the base, forcing the Necron Warriors to go back to the base is a good option, but now he needs to leave the base because there are 3 squads of upgraded Necron Warriors and they are very fearsome. I know you have the Big Mac, I know this is a Nob squad and you have the custom gadgets, but still, there's so much fire from these listening posts, from these turrets, from everything, so this is staying in here is a mistake. Yes, he gets the points outside, but yeah, for what cost? Even getting another bigger generator. Is he now getting some vehicles or something? He has so much power. No, I don't see any mech shop here. This is, as I said, a big mistake. Rebuilding the Big Mac, getting some tank busters in anticipation of some vehicles which will hit the field as soon as this thing is built. A Ghost Ark it is, okay, Ghost Ark is really strong, can get some units back to life as well. Transport vehicle, very mobile, very good in that sense, yeah, and a lot of green money here, so I'm still waiting for a mech shop or something. He goes for tier 3, getting tank buster, infiltration, mad dogs, and probably some flash kits. Or commandos, or what could he go as well? I think the what I call the looters are tier 4, I think, so no way to field them yet. You can also go now for the second requisition upgrade, which would be also very nice, but I think these are now the second upgrades for the Necron Warriors, and now we have a Ghost Ark out, we have a lightning field being used here and right in the middle of these knobs, dealing quite a lot of damage. More upgrades here, Mad Dogs are hitting the field. Nob squad being rebuilt, and now the flash kits, I think. Yes, flash kits. Flash kits are okay, but yeah, you've been here in a melee slug with the Necrons, so you might want to double down on it and getting some melee vehicles like the what is it called again? killer can or something. Basically anything that uses up your green money. I think I am bashing on it too much, but yeah, any vehicle would be really good. The Dagger jets are really strong. Also the what do you call it? The fighter bombers? No, not fighter bombers. The little Orks on helicopters are really good. Dropping 2 Necron warriors white here fighting. And yeah, I'm not sure how he can hold this. We have now even building a turret here to reclaim the bigger generator. He has all the economy in the world, to be honest. Flash kits now hitting. Second flash kits. They are limited to 2. Commandos he could field. But he's bleeding a lot of requisition, reinforcing his snob squads here. Now the flash kits are beginning to fire. They will kill Necron warriors. It's not nothing they cannot do. But there's just so much. This is now really nice angle here with fight in the back also against these Necron warriors, the turret and everything. Wow. Looks so good. It's sometimes a bit stunning how good this mod looks sometimes. There's some flash kit point of view. Yeah, but the Necrons just holding on. On the back we have these knobs fighting off these Necron warriors, but the disruption makes it hard. Being forced back. Now the ghosts are jumping in. Are there Necron warriors inside? No, but flayed ones getting produced, I think, from it, if it has some corpses here. So some flayed ones are very dangerous here. Some fighting juice being used by the flesh kits, but they aren't on a death sentence. So the fighting juice, I'm not sure if it actually increases the fighting capabilities. It at least prevents the models from dying. So it is best being used if they are low health. And these are quite a lot of dead Necrons. They were forced back. They are on the way to tier 3 now. I'm kind of find it interesting that he didn't build anything else than some immortals. No death marks, no tomb blades, no upgrades and weapons for the immortals. So there is some room to deal more damage here and having bigger units out. Big Mac being rebuilt the 3rd time, getting now upgraded listening posts and even more economy for requisition, but yeah, no vehicles. I'm not getting it. Fighter bombers, anything basically. Burner bombers, fighter bombers, anything like the tier 3 or tier 4, the artillery units. He says basically GG, but he has still the most of the map. There's not much the Necron has. It's only Necron warriors and a ghost dog. Nothing more. He's getting a little angry now because he didn't manage to kill Necrons yet. The Necron's sitting more or less pretty in his base, but the tank busters can fight from range. You need to make sure these knobs are not getting hit. Just use the range a bit to kill this turret. Necron Lord is sitting pretty here. He still has this generator up, has over 1,000 green money. Now the mech shop is a little late. Immortals now, pariahs. He's not doing death marks tomb blades. He said it, but Keuken probably does not know how strong they are right now, so he hasn't fielded them yet. The dynasty is also not on the way. A little chat here in the end. Maybe you get a little fight here, a little last stand. As I said, the economy is still very, very high. I think this game is far from over yet. Not getting a vehicle out now. He needs to get vehicles. Any vehicle, basically. Just use your resources and your pop cap. You can also go tier 4 if you want. Put up a fight. Ghost Ark is getting absolutely destroyed by the tank busters here. Down it goes. Poof. Pariah is being dropped into melee, and now the Orc needs to go away, readjust, maybe putting... yeah, he's trying to force some damage the other way around, getting shot by a very interestingly placed turret here. but the big fight is in the middle. A lot of anti-vehicle from the Orks, but not a lot of anti-infantry remaining. He's rebuilt this one, and now what does he go for? He's going for tier 4, so this is going to be interesting. War boss is going out, more upgrades could coming out, and I think, yeah, any aircraft would be very, very much needed here. I mean, yes, the Necron can get some immortals for anti-vehicle, but still, and at least would force him to get some immortals out, or you could try to outmaneuver him by attacking where he is currently not fighting. These pariahs getting killed as well, so there is hope. There is hope. A lot of Necron warriors here, but yeah, Keuken needs to add some death marks, 1 or 2 death marks, immortal upgrades. Not getting the Tesla carbine yet. This is gonna be interesting. No Tesla carbines. No Gauss flares as well, Gauss Reapers. More Slugger Boys probably to fend off more upgrades. Extra vehicle research. Yeah, and he can fight back all of this. He needs to use the vehicle cap. He is on his way to tier 4 and needs to get then a Stomper, for example. Stomper would be really good. Or he could also get the bigger mech shop and trying to get the Titan out. Or one of the very interesting Ork vehicles from there, like the, what is it, the killer. There are like 3 vehicles, all with killer burster, killer anything. Now we have the Annihilation Barge, and it does just that, annihilate anything on the field if it's given the time. Immortals surviving for long enough. Yeah, and I'm not sure. He has 1000 income. Does he go for the monolith? He could go for the monolith here, and now the Annihilation Barge is here. There's the lightning field used in a very good spot here. The infiltrated. We need to go to the Orks so we can see the infiltrated tank busters here are still there. More warboss with knobs is really scary sight, to be honest. On the other side we have big maps with another knob squad, some tank busters trying to kill this Annihilation Barge, and they are chipping away. Some commandos with rocket launchers would also be very good in a sense. Getting now the bigger mech shop. What is he going for here? It's getting the Stomper out, very nice, and now he's used all of his resources rebuilding this and building the Stomper. As I said earlier, some vehicles earlier like an aircraft would be very handy as well. Almost killing this Annihilation Barge, will get it down, very, very good. The Annihilation Barge is quite a big expense. Now the Stomper is out, there it goes, getting this beam cannon, or what is called this how should I say, anti-gravitation gun, whatever you want to call it. Now being on the field, a lot of big fights here left and right. There's basically non-stop fighting in this heavy cover craters. Now the Stomper using all his weapons here, very nice. As I said, there is hope. You need to kind of fend off these pariahs that will more or less kill your base here if you leave them unanswered. But yeah, let's see how it goes. There was even a backstab here on the enemy base with some knobs. He did not kill generators, but the generators, as you can see here, will start to decay. So the economy for Necrons will start to dwindle, but he gets up the thermoplasma generator. So you need to take and control this thermoplasma generator, or the Necrons will get back to life economy-wise. Still 1000 economy. Wow. He's tier 4. He could go for the giant croissant here, or yeah, as he said, some dynasty, some tomb plays, death marks. So the world is your oyster here. A little big on the float department for both players here. At some point, now the Necrons is floating and not the Orks. The question is, can he muster enough resources to get a Gargant out, for example? There's quite a lot of forces moving on to this side, trying to kill this generator. I think he never built more than 1 generator in his base. Now he is starting to. The rest was all done by the bigger generators on the map. I mean, it's good a good way to do it, I guess. Now the green tide moving against the green glowing Necrons, and another monolith being built by the Necrons, which is not as bad as you would make it to, because it's the second base of operation. It also is more or less a generator if you want to, because it gets also 10 power income. But there's the flying croissant, the, what is it called again, the doom size. There's a lot of angry orcs hitting this monolith. There's the stomper as well hitting it. So will he be able to take it out? I think he can, but there's a lot of Necrons killing these knobs left and right. This is gonna be close. Boom. The stomper moving away. The stomper would be the thing that holds this here, I think. No way it's gonna be it's holding without it. Is he building something? He's not. Where's all his power going? For probably the reinforcing. Necron monolith getting dealt with, getting forced to back and be repaired. So it's now only the aircraft here, the doom size against the stomper. The stomper getting repaired as well. The stomper needs to continue firing, but where are the tank busters? Did they die? Did the tank busters all die? Tank busters would he needed so much against his doom size. I think they died in the engagement. Not sure. There are some fighting juiced flash kits here fighting in. There's some knobs and sluggers. I think mostly knobs, and the warboss here in the middle of this fight. Warboss is still very much alive, but the stomper is getting stomped by the doom size. And there's the Necron Lord fighting, going in against these flash kits, but the warboss is a stronger commander than the Necron Lord, and a lot of resources down the drain for the orcs, bleeding so much resources in this last fight. So I think this is won by the economy after all. Yeah, what did he rebuild now? He's getting some canoptek spiders now as well. Repairing his monolith is probably also not cheap. But not enough, not a lot of economy for Necrons as well. So this, yeah, but there's no, I say no army, but there's still some, some orcs here fighting. But the spider can, if the spider can get enough corpses, it can get some death marks out as well, for example. And this would be very much needed. If the death marks were more or less needed the whole game and the fight, supporting from back end. But now the warboss is in the midst, and yeah, getting killed here, I guess, in a second. Necron Lord actually going down in the midst of all this madness. Jesus. Warboss still fighting, killing Necrons left and right. Pariahs are on the field. The tomb, not the tomb spider, the canoptek spider. Is it a canoptek? Yeah, canoptek spider getting more corpses. Probably able to field some units now. The knobs are not wanting one part of it and trying to kill it, but it wants to pass through, getting some more corpses. The Doomsday is still on the air, having half HP, getting one of these wraiths here, canoptek wraith actually, in this thing. Just clicking anything, I guess, in the midst of this battle. 100 economy for Necrons, and quite a big standing army. 130 for the orcs, but no standing army to speak of. So this is probably the end now after a quite long and fightful game. Is this even a word? Fightful? A lot of fights, I wanted to say. There are some knobs and some tank busters. Tank busters, as I said, can take down this doom size eventually. You see, it will take damage. So let's see if the doom size goes down. But yeah, if the Necrons is at your doorstep, this is basically the point of no return. You see a thermoplasma generator being built in the back as well. So this is, I think, now over. You have the second monolith, so you could spam, for example, Wraith with Wraith Flight. Just move all over the map, putting Wraith on all the points, decapping it, and killing war banners. This is also a way to go. They will not deal a lot of damage alone, but if you have like 5 of them in different places, and now the better late than never, The death marks are now hitting the field, and yeah, this is basically the death sentence here. This this Necron blob was really strong before, but now with the support of the death marks, the damage of all the units is getting increased. Doomsize is still alive here. Interestingly enough, it gets repaired by the builder scalps here, and the repair rate is quite intense. Wow. What a game. Quite a slugfest here. As the Necron Lord back up, having a fully charged lightning field, he can use it to damage buildings as well. Yeah, but the writing's on the wall. There's no army and not enough economy to rebuild an army, and there's so much Necrons here. So yeah, I think this is over one way or the other. Is there a last hurrah? Some last big unit? I don't think so. So I might as well call the game here. Nice game overall. A little. Oh. Ah. No big boom in the end. That's sad. As I said, there was some misplays by Orks, but also some misplays by the Necrons. So this is how it goes sometimes. So made up for a very nice game. Thanks Yasu for sending it to me. Was quite an intense game here on Meeting of Minds, as Meeting of Minds tends to go. Longer games on Meeting of Minds most of the times, because you have so many points and quite a large area in the middle. Yeah, as usual guys, I would say thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!